welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're doing something quite special. We're taking a journey into the life, the profound legacy of Father Kudiyrippil James, SDB. And our source for this deep dive, it's an obituary booklet. It's just this incredibly rich tapestry of his biography, his impact.
He really is.
So, our mission, let's say, is to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, the insights about this life. A life dedicated to service, connection, and faith. In a world often focused on, material things, how did Father James build such a lasting legacy? Through what seemed like simple acts, really. How did he touch so many lives?
That's a great question.
Okay, let's unpack this incredible story.
And what's fascinating here with these sources is how they give us multiple perspectives. You've got the biographical data, sure, but also messages from church leaders, even intimate family memories.
Right.
It allows us to really understand not just the events, the timeline, but the spirit behind them. It's more than facts. It's the essence of the person.
That's a perfect way to put it, the essence. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The foundational years. His entry into the Salesian order. He was born October 5th, 1944 in Mettur, Kerala. Parents KJ Chikuria and Thresia. Sixth of 6 kids.
Wow, 6th of 6.
Yeah, and baptized just days later, October 12th. What really struck me was how early his commitment solidified. I mean, it led to over 50 years as a priest.
50 years. That's incredible dedication.
Isn't it? His Salesian journey, and Salesian, of course, refers to the Salesians of Don Bosco, the order focused on youth that started way back. Pre-novitiate in 62-63.
Okay.
Then the novitiate, first profession in your code by May 64, then philosophy there, theology in Bangalore.
So a very thorough formation.
Absolutely. Leading to his perpetual profession in 70 and ordination in 72.
And if we connect that, connect those dots to the bigger picture, you see this consistent thread, unwavering dedication right from the start. The Salesian provincial, he highlights this, saying those foundational years really set him up for a life of deep commitment, hard work.
Makes sense.
And look at the variety of roles he took on. Headmaster, rector, administrator, confessor, teacher, professor.
A lot of different hats.
Across so many places, too. DB Bhavan, Iranjalakuda, Hyderabad, Karunappuram, Gunadala, right from 1973, basically until he died in 2024.
It really shows adaptability.
Exactly. Adaptability and, diligent service. Just carrying out whatever the province asked of him.
And from that strong foundation, you really see him embodying the spirit of Don Bosco, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
The sources describe this tremendous love for the young, always encouraging, empowering them. And what really jumps out is this spirituality of the playground.
Right. I found that fascinating.
His love for games, football, table tennis. He used them deliberately. It wasn't just recreation. It was like a way in.
A pedagogical tool almost.
Yeah. He knew formal settings could be, intimidating for young people. Play creates this neutral ground, right? No hierarchy, just connection.
Yeah. Disarming.
Totally. And that opened the door for deeper guidance, especially noted in Karunappuram.
And then he transitions later on from the active school ministry more towards spiritual direction, confession.
Shows his versatility again.
It does. He was a qualified teacher, used those skills effectively in education, but then adapted to different needs.
And his communication style seems key too. Friendly, unassuming, helpful.
Right.
Even using WhatsApp regularly. There's a mention of a message sent June 24th, just days before his fall.
Wow. Still connecting right up to the end, which, raises that question, what really enabled him to connect so deeply? It wasn't just the job titles. It was his genuine presence, building these really strong, unbreakable bonds. You see it in the family accounts. His niece Josephine calling him a cherished uncle, a guiding light.
That's lovely.
Known for kind words, a gentle hand. And he apparently had this knack for, spotting patterns, really listening, picking up on subtle things people shared, and offering just the right advice or comfort.
Almost intuitive.
Kind of. Making everyone feel seen, valued. People from all walks of life. And he shared these little personal mottos, like, be courageous, or God bless us to unite in prayers.
Simple but powerful.
Yeah. And the fact that he cherished memories, collected photos, it just underscores how much he invested in those relationships, those bonds.
Such strength and connection. But he also faced, some serious physical challenges, especially as he got older, near 80.
Right. That contrast is stark, still riding a bike just a month before he passed away.
It's incredible, especially when the sources mention multiple bike accidents over the years. A hit and run back in the 70s. Another bad one where his mother actually nursed him, but through it all, he kept his positive outlook.
Amazing resilience.
And that spirit, that indomitable spirit, really showed in his final days. He was working almost till the very end, even when told to rest. He's trying to manage things himself.
Yeah, trying to stay independent.
Then came the fall, June 24th, in the bathroom, a brain hemorrhage, semi-coma, rushed to the hospital.
A really sudden, serious turn.
Yeah. St. Anne's, Hanamakanda, Warrnambool Diocese involved, and even in the hospital, unable to speak, his family reported feeling this deep sense of warmth, gratitude, and serenity from him.
Wow. Even then.
Just speaks volumes about his inner strength, his resilience, even in the face of immense physical trial.
And that resilience was so clearly tied to his faith, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Even when he was struggling, there's this sense that he believed, God had a different plan. That comes through. Like when he returned from the hospital on July 5th, feeling blessed just for the visit, and the sources connect his approach to the death of a Salesian working with that quote from Galatians.
Let us not grow weary in doing what is right.
For we will reap at harvest time if we do not give up.
Exactly. It feels like that really captured his attitude.
It does. His profound faith wasn't just theoretical, was it? It was lived. It shaped everything, every challenge, every interaction. That trust in God's love, God's acceptance, evident right to his final moments at Medicare Hospital, early morning, July 5th. Passing into God's eternal loving embrace, as the booklet says.
Such a powerful life story. And the legacy, well, it's tangible. Father James touched thousands, students, teachers, priests, religious people, the faithful.
Yeah.
Leaving behind, as the source says, sweet memories, love, affection, friendship, and support.
That's a beautiful summary.
His contributions, especially to the Salesian missions in Kerala, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, they were significant.
Undeniably.
And the Requiem Mass held the very next day, July 6th, at Don Bosco Philosophate in Karunapuram. Apparently many people attended. His final resting place is at Sacred Heart Novitiate, Manoharabad.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, about how someone cultivates that kind of enduring impact. The source material itself calls his life an inspiration and a beacon of hope to remain committed and faithful to our own religious calling. And it connects directly to that biblical quote, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith, from 2 Timothy.
A fitting epitaph.
It really is. His story prompts that critical thinking,
Right.
What does it mean to lead a meaningful life? How can your spirit keep influencing others even after you're gone?
Yeah, it's a profound question. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the truly remarkable life of Father Kudiyrippil James, SDB. We've seen how one life, lived with such purpose, such deep care for others, it really can create ripples that last long after someone's physical presence is gone.
Definitely.
His story's just this powerful reminder of, well, unwavering dedication, profound human connection, and incredible resilient faith.